Act 2. Return of the Lupus Circle, a horn called from the sky, a pulse of ancestral frequency, and one by one the rest of the Lupus Warriors arrived. Pia glided down from a hill, translucent silk floating like a second skin. Her third eye burned like a candle behind a veil. Urija and Legend locked eyes. "You felt it too?" Urija asked. "The pyramid woke up," Legend nodded. "Now it wants to speak." Then, from the northern ridge, Ugo emerged, vines twisting around his back, his hands warm with the pulse of green memory. Behind him, Percy, barefoot and crackling. Each step quaked the ground. Pearl raised her arms. Energy gathered like storm clouds. The Real Nile called us here not just to rise, but to finish the song. They stood in a wide circle around the exposed base of the pyramid. The tip continued to rise, revealing glyphs along the sides, frequencies encoded in numerology, stellar maps, and vibrational arithmetic. Sai placed his hand on the stone. "It's tuned to 432 Hz, it's Earth's frequency. This structure is a planetary speaker." "And a gate," Lake whispered. At her word, the pyramid groaned and opened at its base. A triangle of pure darkness awaited. "Time to go deeper," Ulrika said, stepping forward with her amethyst blade drawn. Act 3. The underground chambers. They descended together. The inside was unlike anything in any civilization's record. The walls glowed softly, not with electricity, but with resonance. Every brick had copper veins, and beneath their feet they could feel it. A hum, a breathing vibration. Pearl touched one wall. "The messages are layered," Lakota nodded. "Ancestral code." Urban narrowed his eyes at the far chamber. Inside was the source. A colossal copper coil, larger than a train, wrapped in spiral geometry. It pulsed once every 5 seconds with the beat of the planet. Sai whispered, "This coil is what keeps Earth alive." Urija stepped closer. "It's connected to inner Earth." Legend placed his hand on a smaller coil beside it. "These are memory amplifiers. This place stores not books, but frequencies of thought. Of lives." Then the coil pulsed violently. The chamber darkened. From the shadow emerged Ashem. No longer just a manipulator, he had become a carrier of 00 frequency, the void. His body flickered like static. "You remember now?" he hissed. "And still you're too late." "We were never late," said Pia, veil glowing. The coils lit up, responding to the Lupus Warriors. Lakota's drum boomed, Sai hummed truth. Urija's echo circuit glowed with circuit fire. Lake summoned water from the walls, shaping spirals. Ulrika's blade lit with constellation fire. Pearl's silence vibrated. Legend began chanting ancestral code. Ugo rooted vines into the floor, spreading life. Pia's eye burned red. They stepped into formation. One circle. The pyramid above began to shake. The Real Nile flowed through the coils, and with a final pulse, they sang, all of them together. The tones hit Ashem like thunder. He screamed, not in pain, but in memory. His body cracked, revealing light underneath. "Not darkness, light," he collapsed, weeping. Urija caught him. "You forgot who you were," he said. Ashem looked up. So did all of us. Lakota's drum faded to silence. Sai's hum fell still. The pyramid quieted. Above ground, the water of the Real Nile shimmered in gold. The pyramid stood fully exposed, rising higher than any structure on Earth. Its walls now open, glyphs spinning, projecting into the sky like constellations. The planet stirred. Children awoke from dreams of drums. Oceans calmed, mountains glowed. Act 4. The world remembers. The Lupus Warriors stood atop the Great Pyramid as dawn broke. Pearl looked over the horizon. "What now?" "We tune the planet," said Sai. "We find the next coil and the next frequency." "This wasn't the final pyramid," Lake said. "Only the first to rise." "There are others," Legend confirmed. "Buried in deserts, under oceans, behind ice." Lakota raised her drum to the sun. "Then we walk and we sing. And we teach." Urban touched the copper wall. "And when they ask us where we're from, what do we say?" Uriah turned, eyes glowing. "We say," he looked to the river, "to the water that remembers. To the Real Nile that never left." The wind shifted, the pyramid vibrated. To be continued, episode 12 end. The Real Nile rises.